Today we're talking about RV mistakes. 3 mistakes we made, 3 mistakes we avoided, and the lessons we learned through them all. So I've been watching YouTube for many years now, following families who are RVing across the country. Some of them are full-timers and then some of them are part-timers like us. For those of you who are new to our channel, we are RV Soul. We're a family of part-time RVers, and the seed was sown back in the early 2000s with my mom, who was a full-time RVer, and she would pick our kids up during the summertime, and they would go out and have all these great adventures. And to be quite honest with you, back then I didn't understand RVing. It really wasn't anything I was interested in. I just did not get it at all. And but my kids had so much fun, and then as years progressed, I started to get it, and here we are. So but even in our part-time adventures, there are lots of mistakes, lots of things that we learned the hard way, things we learned along the way. I always felt that by watching YouTube, for watching RVing families on YouTube, I learned so much. I think it really helped me to avoid a whole lot of things that I could have done that would have been a mistake. So I feel like now that I am RVing, even part-time, the things that I learn, I feel like I'm a bit obligated to pass it along and to help others so that they won't make the same mistakes. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. The first mistake that I made was buying camping memberships before we even started camping. I've been watching YouTube, and I heard families talk about certain memberships and how you could just basically pack up your RV and head out and wouldn't even have to pay fees, camping fees. And I thought, that sounds very good, because I wanted to make sure that we did camp often, and I felt like if I had a membership like that, that there would be no reason for us not to camp, because we didn't have to pay anything. But what I come to realize, two things. It was not a good fit for me and my family and our camping style because of two reasons. The first one is that we have specific places that we want to go and things that we want to do. And because we are part-time RVers, we only have a certain amount of time to even do that. So that means that when we go out, we've got to be strategic, and we've got to be specific in where we're going and what we're going to do there and how long we're going to stay. And so I had planned out the whole summer season of camping, and I realized that all the places that we wanted to go, there was not a campground that was affiliated with this particular membership that I bought. And so I thought, well, that's not going to work. We're going to spend a whole camping season, and really there's not one spot where we can utilize our camping membership. So that was a problem. But we did decide that since we had the membership, we were going to just go ahead and find a spot or a camping ground within that membership just to try it out. You know, we have it, why not? Might as well go and see what it's about. So we did. We went to one of the camping campgrounds inside our membership, and guess what? We didn't like it. It was noisy. I didn't really feel like it was clean. It was just jam-packed with people, and it was just not exactly what we were looking for when we go out camping. And so I said, well, this is probably good for people who are full-timers that need to have a place to stay every single night and can be more flexible than what we can be when we go out. So I realized that it was just not a good fit for us. It didn't have locations where we wanted to be, and I just did not like my experience within the campground. So the lesson is that make sure you understand your camping style before before you purchase camping memberships. Had we done that, I think I could have avoided the time and the money put into purchasing this membership. We realized that we actually enjoy state parks, and we haven't done national parks yet, but we do enjoy state parks. We like the space, we like being secluded when we do go out, but we also like amenities. So when we are going to a campground, I would enjoy having a campground that has a lot of amenities and that is located near some attractions within the area where we're going to stay. So those are the things that we learned about our camping style, which meant that we wasted money on our membership. So the second mistake that we made was because I was watching so many RVing families on YouTube, I saw so many camping gadgets that I thought were neat, and I kept thinking, oh, we could use this, or wouldn't it be nice to have that, or yeah, we gotta have this, and so I loaded up on Amazon stuff. I mean, I was getting packages every day from Amazon, just different gadgets that I saw that I thought we needed in order to go out. We hadn't even been out again on our first camping trip, and I loaded up on a whole bunch of stuff. Now, mind you, some of the things were very clever ideas and are, I can see how they work well for most people who use them. But the problem was, because we had not even gone out camping and I loaded up on all this stuff, half of the stuff, well, I'm not going to say half, I'd say probably about a quarter of this stuff we didn't even need. Our RV, pretty much the way things were set up, we didn't need some of the things I bought, or we just figured out we really weren't going to use them at all. So that was a big mistake. And I guess the lesson here is, don't order all the gadgets that you see on YouTube. Yes, some of them are nice, and I don't really think people are selling you on them. They may, introduce the gadget to you and have a link for you to purchase it. There's nothing wrong with that, but just make sure that it's really something that you're going to use and you're going to need. Fortunately, with Amazon, if you realize that you're not going to use it, you don't want it, I know that you can return it, so that's a good thing. But some of the items I could not return because I'd opened them up, I tried to use them already, or I just waited too long to return them. And so anyway, again, another waste of time and money. So the lesson is, make sure that the gadgets that you get from watching other campers are gadgets that are going to be useful to you. That's important. That'll save you a ton of money, trust me. And so the third mistake would be, I think, just moving too fast. And I think, again, I keep going back to this point, but it really is valid. When you are a part-time RVer, because you have only a certain amount of time, like maybe you're just out for a weekend or you're just out for 5 days, you are really anxious to get where you're going. And then once you leave, sometimes you're really anxious and in a hurry to get back home. And it's just more opportunity for you to get in a hurry. And every RVer knows that when you get into a hurry, mistakes happen. You forget to put down your antenna, or you leave something plugged up outside that you should have unplugged, or maybe you leave a rug outside instead of packing it away, or you probably forgot to secure your items in the refrigerator and the refrigerator door pops open. Not saying that happened to me. Yeah, but it can happen. So just make sure that, the lesson is you take your time when you're packing up, when you're leaving a campground. Make sure that you're not in a hurry, because that's the way that you can forget stuff. The way we like to do it now is we have certain assignments for my husband and then certain assignments for me. He does his thing and then I do my thing, and then sometimes we go behind each other and check his thing and my thing just to make sure that nothing is left undone. And we never, ever get in a hurry. We take our time, and we realize that camping is an adventure. I learned that from my mom. It is an adventure to be taken very slowly. You should never, ever be in a hurry when you're camping. So the lesson is slow down. All right, so now let's talk about some of the mistakes that we avoided. So one of the mistakes that we avoided was making too many modifications to the RV. There's a lot, again, back to the items that were bought for Amazon. Of course, you're going to see a lot of items on YouTube that you think you can use and that you want. And even though I did buy a lot through Amazon, I avoided some of the major purchases that would have cost me an awful lot of wasted money. Those things include upgrading to lithium batteries, adding solar to our RV. Those are two major purchases that I really thought about getting before we even got going good, because I started thinking that, oh, it would be nice to be so self-sufficient and not have to worry about ever running out of energy, because if we had the solar panels, then that would just supply all the energy that our RV needs and we wouldn't have to worry about being in campgrounds. Well, turns out we actually enjoy being in camping resorts. We actually enjoy being hooked up to shore power. We enjoy the amenities of a RV resort. And we're not really doing a lot of boondocking. Now, again, if we were full-timers, it might be different. We might want to do some boondocking in a mixture of things, like maybe some campgrounds, some resorts, and some boondocking. But we're not boondocking right now. And so it really didn't make a lot of sense for me to go ahead and upgrade to solar energy, add solar panels to the RV, and then upgrade the lithium batteries. Now that I still might do later, but for right now, for our usage, we don't need it. We're actually okay right now, because we are, most of the places, in fact not most, all of the places that we're going, we're hooked to shore power. So I don't really need that, but that saved me because I really thought this through and did a lot of research. I realized that saved me, thousands of dollars. I mean, yeah, thousands of dollars was saved because I would never even use it right now. So it's so good that I did not invest in that. I think I would have been highly upset with myself if I did all of that only to realize that we're not boondocking right now. We just don't. So anyway, if it should change in the future, then maybe I will consider it. But right now, we don't need it. So the second thing that I avoided was utilizing RV dealerships for maintenance issues. One of the things that I wanted to do with the RV was to upgrade the flooring, and I started calling around to different RV shops, different RV dealers to try to figure out about getting that done. And they, of course, they're always backed up. They take a long time when you finally do get in. It take a long time to get the repair done and get you your RV back. And then number 3, of course, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg for the work that they do, which in most cases is subpar. Yeah, it's below par. Anyway, so I decided that instead of going to an RV dealership, I started calling around to some local mobile techs. What in the world? Okay, that is a squirrel. Oh my goodness, he's loud. Anyway, so I started calling around to some local mobile techs just to get an idea of what would cost to start utilizing them for some of the maintenance issues and also to get the floors upgraded. And it turns out they were my best option. They offered me the best pricing and they gave more service that were very personable. They really cared about the quality of the work that they provided, because obviously they want you to keep calling them. They are more interested in satisfying customers, in my opinion. And so I found a couple of mobile techs in my area that I alternate for different maintenance issues. They come out to me. They do the work, they do a great job, and I save lots of money. So the lesson is find a good mobile tech that you can call on, who's dependable, knowledgeable, and really interested in doing quality work. And I guarantee you'll be more happy and you will save money. Okay, and then the last mistake that I avoided was just thinking that I had to have all my mods done on the RV before we could even go out. I mean, I had to have the floors upgraded, I had to have the chairs done, I had to have just every little thing inside my RV. I felt like I had to have it all done and ready, whereas I really didn't. The thing that I really wanted to do was upgrade the flooring. I'll admit, I guess I might be just a little OCD. The flooring had, it may have been perfectly clean, but it had some brown specks in the design of the flooring, and it drove me it just really, really did not set well with me. I couldn't tell if the floor was clean or if the floor was dirty because of the brown specks. So I just did not like that. So I decided that to go ahead and upgrade the flooring, and then we continued to work on the rest that we wanted to do. And so we were able to go out and enjoy camping, but not have everything already done. So my advice, the lesson here is that you don't have to have all your mods done before you start camping. Understand that, your rig is probably going to be a work in progress for a long time. And it's okay. So that's the lesson. Go out, enjoy yourself, worry about modifications along the way. They don't always have to be done before you hit the road. So that's it, guys. Those are the mistakes I made, mistakes I avoided, and the lessons that I learned. And I'm sure there's going to be many, many more that I can share. I'd like to hear from you. What are some of the things that you guys learned along the way? We're in a community together, and all this helps. We can help one another. So thanks for listening. Remember to subscribe, share, comment, and join us on our next adventure as we RV with Soul.